maybe still in traffic, but pour up a shot with us. It's over a drink. I am Irize.
And I'm your favorite yoga soldier, aka the yoga broad Nelly Yoga in the building.
And
hey
together,
sis.
Yes, together we look at that. My phone doing, her phone ringing. Weird. That is a weird ass ringtone.
Isn't it though?
It definitely is.
I just let that be it, but that's cool. That's it. It chose itself.
Yes. So we're gonna pour it up first because I'm tired. Like I'm really so. For those of y'all who are just joining us and haven't been aware that since May 21st, I've been celebrating Gemini season. There's the link from Toucan. I'm about to drop it on my page into my family chat. It's Gemini season.
Indeed.
And yours truly is a Gemini, a whole Gemini. Like my birthday, today is the second day of Irize. Mm-hmm. So my birthday is in 10 days. In 10 days, I will be the big 5-0. So I'm just doing everything big all Gemini season, with plans of doing everything big all this year. So this weekend we also had the Roots picnic. Mm-hmm. And my bestie Laia has kind of pretty much made sure that I attended Roots picnic, I think every year of its existence. Okay. The one or two times that I didn't attend, it was on my own end. I couldn't go and I didn't plan well for it. But this particular weekend, I actually reached out to someone early and never heard back. Reached out again, never heard back. Made a joke because this person posted and said, oh, well, should I give out free tickets? And I was like, yes, because it's my 50th birthday. So yes, I would like free tickets. Never heard back. But long story short, because my bestie is who she is, she was told that don't you always get whatever you need? And therefore, I got to go to the picnic. And I talked about it before leading up to the picnic that the highlight for me was going to be 2 Chainz.
Yeah, I didn't get to see 2 Chainz.
Yeah, I got to see 2 Chainz, but by default, that means I didn't get to see you do your thing. Yeah. And I didn't get to see 2 Chainz the way I wanted to because you had the pass that we were working back and forth that would have got me my access to 2 Chainz and Pusha T, who shout out to Pusha and now No Malice, flew out from PHL today, Terminal F Terminal, on that little flight to Norfolk this morning. There's my mom tuning in. There is my mom. So we're going to kick it off talking about our weekend, since our weekend was kind of congruent and conjoined to a certain degree. Yes. As y'all know, I have a bro. Shout out to DJ Active, my bro.
DJ Active.
He hit me. He knew I was coming to the Chill Vibes brunch. He didn't know Nelly was coming to the Chill Vibes brunch. But he hit me and he was like, I need you there. I need your girlfriend there. I'm like, what? Like, I need her there. I was like, okay, so we're going to get to that. We're going to take our shot first. We got to take a shot to this extremely packed weekend because...
Yes. Oh.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's really good.
It need to be chill or some ice.
Right.
I got this pink lemonade tequila.
That's all it's missing.
To try
a little chill.
It needs to be chill or some ice.
But that's good. That's real good. I like that. So it's not too sweet.
Not too sweet.
No.
So we started last week, as usual, on Mondays. We go to Somo because, again, it's Gemini season. So any excuse for me to go out and see one of my favorite DJs spin, I'm there.
And we were there.
Shout out to Soul Party Rocker. I was out there trying to babysit him.
That was funny.
I went to my story and was like, oh, bitch, you were fucked up.
Yeah, we were saucy.
Because that's what happens when you leave over a drink. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, leave it right there. Yeah, leave it right there. No. I appreciate you. You know, thank you. So we went to Somo to kick it off, and that was a good time and a vibe.
Yes.
Here's what I like about Somo. It's pretty much, it's a happy hour party. It's from 6 to 9:30 on Mondays. Grown and sexy until the DJ plays Cash Money taking over for the 9-9.
9 in the 2000.
Yeah, but so we had a good time there. The rest of my week, I actually was off work because I had a little situation with a manager at work, and I was like, I can't be going into the next 50 years of my life or to this next chapter in fear of losing my job over something stupid. And I know my mouth. I ain't gonna say I'm working on it. Thank you, cousin. Oh, I guess I dropped it in a whole different family chat. I got cousins popping in. It's my cousin Ebony, shout out. But so I didn't go to work all week, but I did make money in other ways. And then Friday, let me start by talking about Friday. Friday, so no, Wednesday. I almost skipped Wednesday.
Wednesday.
It rained on Wednesday, but Ditch Day was still a vibe. The block party,
it rained.
It didn't block the way it should have, because we would have been outside, kind of like the way Xfinity Live, it would have been live, but
yeah,
Ditch Day was still packed. People still called out of work. Punchline was packed. Fillmore was packed. People came in the North Bowl when they wanted to kind of chill and vibe out and bowl and eat and drink in peace. So that was a vibe, even though it rained. Friday. So the Roots always starts off their picnic weekend. They've been doing for the past 8 years. They have started off the picnic with a comedy show. So I had purchased tickets to the comedy show. I slept on the
comedy show. I was mad.
I knew it was going to sell out.
I slept on that.
I am a person that likes to be mindful of my asks. Meaning, I do know a bunch of people. I do know that I probably can get some things, but I am really mindful of what I ask for, when I ask for it, and how much I ask. Yeah. So I decided not to ask for tickets to the comedy show. I decided to purchase a ticket. I went with my sister and her husband, and that was LaWanda who called you. She said she just called you by accident.
Oh, sorry.
So I went to the comedy show, and when I got there, they were locking up cell phones in Yonder pouches. Now, one thing I know about the company Yonder, Dave Chappelle is an investor. He may even own the company fully or outright, but he's definitely a majority investor. Okay. So whenever I go to a comedy show, if I don't know who the comic is and they talking about you're locking up your phones, I'm automatically going to assume it's Dave Chappelle. So
is that to prevent people from recording?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Okay. So I saw Dice Ross. Shout out to Dice Ross. I was like, "What up, Dice?" We caught up real quick, and then he was like, "You know who's gonna be a comedian?" I was like, "No." He was like, Dave. I was like, "I kind of had a feeling." So I immediately gave my cell phone to Quincy. Shout out QDZ Quincy Harris, because
I saw that picture with you and
he was hosting, and that is a friend of mine. So I was like, "Oh well, sneak my phone in." It didn't work. When I got in, he was like, "Yeah, they made me lock your phone up." Yeah. Like
security was not playing.
Dave was 100% on it this time, and
none of the events.
But it was okay because I already got my Irize selfie with Dave Chappelle, and I already had my 2-hour moment with Dave Chappelle where he told some awesome stories. So
you
I was
had a 2-hour moment with Dave. See this? Listen, people, she does this type of shit all the time, and I keep telling people she is the fucking plug, y'all.
So the comedy show was a vibe.
Famous friends and shit.
There was a comedian. Her name is Chanel something. She's from Philly. She opened up. She was really funny. And then Sam J did a little bit. She was really funny. My guy Clint Coley, he did a little bit. He's always funny. People are trying to heckle and boo him for showing up to a Philly venue, and he's from Philly, wearing Chicago jersey. But one thing about Clint is he's a jerseys person.
Right. So he just is a fan of the jersey.
It wasn't even Chicago, it was Cincinnati. So he just had on Cincinnati hat, and people was just trying to heckle him. But so then Dave Chappelle comes out and he tells the story of how Black Thought, or Tariq as he said, called him and was like, "Who can you get to do the show?" And he was like, "Oh, I got somebody." And he never looked for anybody.
I love that.
Nigga, he was like, "It's me." He had some new material he wanted to try out. I
love that.
Philly's a vibe. The
so
Roots
nobody
vibe.
Knew that he was going to be there. None of y'all knew he wasn't
so
on the.
I feel like no, he wasn't. The one time that he was scheduled to be the headliner, he was listed, and that sold out quickly.
Of course.
Ever since then, they don't tell who the headliner is because a lot of times you don't know. It is a last minute, this person's free now so they can do it.
Right.
And so, and whenever it's Dave, you just don't know because he is friends with the Roots. And like Tariq explained to me when I saw him at the picnic on Saturday, he was like, yeah, he literally just called him like, yo. He said he literally just called out people who he cool with that he's done things for that it's time to reciprocate.
Wow.
So that was an awesome Friday way to start the picnic weekend for me. That Friday night at the comedy show. Got up Saturday morning. Well, I linked with my bestie earlier that day. She had an event to moderate, so I was not there. Met her for dinner though. A quick little nightcap. Saturday. So Saturday morning, there was a brunch that Laia was the moderator for. And the brunch was put on by an organization called Women Here, and it's HEAR. Shout out to Kaisha Blackstone, wife of Grammy Award winning producer, music director Adam Blackstone, South Jersey stand up.
Nice.
Philly area, minted and stamped. So this is an event that she usually puts on Grammy weekend, and she invites a bunch of people in the industry, mostly women, especially young women and people that are being mentored or mentored in the industry. And then she has a panel of other women to kind of give you game.
Okay.
And she always does it Grammy weekend. She was excited about this particular weekend doing it Roots Picnic because it was the first time that this event was done home, meaning Philly.
Okay.
Kaisha's a Baltimore girl, but she came to school here. Her husband from the area, like they met here. This home to them.
Nice.
And I pulled her to the side at the end and told her, as a person who's been to both panels, both in LA and in Philly, that not only I appreciate her for doing it, but it's definitely something needed. Now, me personally, as an older woman in the industry, or I say industry adjacent, because I don't have a job in the industry too much anymore outside of this. Okay. So as an older person being industry adjacent, you sometimes need those reminders, like about who you are and your capabilities and how to market those skills.
Preach.
But for a younger woman entering the business, this particular cipher was important because the panelists she had on there had great information that's all pertaining to things that are going on now.
Current, yeah.
Now meaning the Diddy trial, you know. Okay. And I told her it was greatly necessary and appreciated. And shout out to her. She said she's going to take that event on the road to other cities. And that's good information for people to have.
Hell yeah.
So Saturday, people who weren't from the city were a little disenchanted by the picnic because
I heard the lines were crazy.
The lines were crazy and long.
But I saw the news. They said it was because of the rain.
It was because of the rain. They were taking extra precautions to put more side down.
More mulch and stuff down.
Yeah, but all that shit did was turn into a muddy, nasty, wet mess.
I was shocked with the people that still put their blankets down. Like, where?
At that point, some people had brought tarps. Like, they knew it was going to be wet. They brought the waterproof kind of tarps. Smart. So the doors were pushed back from 1 to 2. The doors didn't open probably till like a little after 3. So everything was pushed back by a couple hours, but it still was a great event. And it's funny because people that were complaining, I was saying, and how fortunate. Oh, what up? Yes, I'm in the Glock. So what people were saying was they were complaining about the lines being long, and fortunately for me,
well, you don't stand in line.
I don't deal with that. I come in.
She don't stand in line, people.
One thing I learned from Charlie Mack is if you show up and say with authority that this is where you're supposed to be, people tend to not question you.
Yeah.
So for the past 8 years, for sure, that's been at the park, I roll up to the front of the man or the back where they got the barricades and they like, you can't park here without this. Flashing my compound wristband. Yeah, I'm going to the Roots compound. I know I need a parking pass, but I have to get up here to get the pass. And as soon as they're like, well, can they bring you the pass? No, who's going to leave the compound to bring me a pass all the way to the front? Well, they'll bring it up the hill. So that's how I'll always get my parking. Did that 2 days in a row.
I was amazed.
Yeah, but my bestie always says that. She'd be like, the way you move, she was like, I just let you do your thing. And when she needs to step in, she does. So that first day, who did I even see the first day? I did not see the headliner. I did not see Maxwell. I didn't even get to see Miguel, and I'm a little sad about that because I've never seen Miguel live.
I like Miguel.
But
I've never seen him live either.
But I had to work international bounce for Nashira, DJ Nash.
DJ Nash, my dancing partner.
Right, so that's that's what we did on Saturday. We did that international bounce.
Yes,
after the
I
day
came
one
there
of the
by
picnic.
myself.
But the picnic opened. It was amazing. It was beautiful. I had a good time. Sunday. The goal for Sunday for me was to do the brunch with my brother Active, and then make sure I made it to the picnic to see Deanna Williams. Shout out to her, the godmother of Black Music Month, the founding mother of Black Music Month. She's a New Yorican, but counts Philly as home because once she left New York, she stamped her radio career here in Philly. And so that was my goal, was to get there. She's announcing the opening acts at 3. She's opening up the picnics at 3. We got to be there at 3. We got there at 2:45. So we actually did get a chance we didn't get to be at the front of the stage and see her, but we got to hear her introduction. But before that, this is when I get the text message from Active. And like, now mind you, I left international.
I love you, Active.
I left international bounce at 1:51, pulled up to my crib at 1:53. I was asleep by 2.
Yeah.
But I was up Sunday morning at 7.
I missed your call. I don't know how I missed your call. My phone didn't. I swear it didn't ring.
Because you was. When I left you was wine with it.
I'd fuck with it.
So I get this text message from Active. Yo, sis, you know you on the list for the brunch. Come through. I was coming.
Right.
It's Pauly B. Don't forget the fucking baby.
Yeah.
Paulie just walked in on us, y'all.
Yo,
That's so
that just
exciting.
made my heart skip a beat. I
You
love
know,
her. I love
her, right? Came in with the smiles and the dimples.
Yes, and the good energy.
So on Sunday morning, I get this frantic text from Ashley. I put you on the list. Bring your girl. I need her and her fan. Matter of fact, I need her to open up the brunch on stage, and I need her to open up the Roots picnic for me on stage. I'm like, what?
Yeah, baby.
So I'm calling. It's like, at this point now, it's like 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm calling Nelly. It's not going to voicemail, but it's ringing. So I'm harassing, calling, hoping she hears the ringer. I text her like, hit me ASAP when you get up.
And I did.
I go about my business, start doing things. Now it's getting closer. It's like 9:30. Brunch starts at 10:30, but the show was supposed to start, I think, at 12.
So in my mind, I thought I was getting there at 12 because I was only going
for the brunch. Finally, she answers the phone. She's like, hello.
Because I was at the international bouts. Forgive me.
I said, you good? She's like, yeah, I'm just kind of getting up. What's up? I said, Active said he needs you.
That's
on
major.
Stage at the brunch and on stage at the picnic. She said, the picnic.
The picnic.
Now her voice sounds like the young lady that she is. The picnic. Oh, there's my sissy Idea Gamble just joined us. And keeping it old school, Chuck. Yes, I'm in the building. So I called her. She's like, I'm getting up. I'm getting ready now. So while I'm doing a couple other things, and then I went to my sister's church to meet her Sunday morning to get this book, The Upcycled Self, because my intention was to get it signed by Tariq Trotter from my brother-in-law, but I didn't even see him on Sunday. So I still have the book, sis. I'll just bring it back to you without the signature unless I see him before the 28th. So now she's like, I'm ready. I'm going to meet you there. So now I call her back, like, what you doing? She's like, oh, charging my phone, just kind of wait. I'm like, no. He said he needs you on the stage. She's like, oh, I'm about to get in the Uber right now. So get to the brunch. Active is running around frantic. Raheem is on his way. I think Estelle had been there.
I didn't even know she was in the building. Like, that's
because
insanity.
Estelle be looking like such a regular round-the-way girl.
Yes.
Until you recognize it's her.
I did not
and then
know.
you hear her still speak with her little accent.
Oh, I love her accent.
So yeah, that was Sunday. He told me bring Nelly. And the fan. Now, if anybody has heard us talk about this fan, the fucking fan sound like gunshots.
My fan don't sound like everybody's fan,
Her fan makes you get down on the floor. Get down on the floor.
Listen, shout out to my girl, Crystal. She owns a Perfectly Flawless boutique in Chestnut Hill. That is where I get my fans from, people. So if you want your fan to sound like mine, get them from her.
You want your fan to clear a room and have all the YNs hitting the deck.
You can find her on Instagram at shop.perfectlyflawless.com, I believe, or dot whatever, I don't know. But on Instagram.
So we go to the Chill Vibes brunch put on by DJ Active and my brother Philly Nate. Mm-hmm. It's a nice vibe.
Awesome.
Because it's brunch, right? It's a nice vibe.
But it's packed.
People are starting to come. When I got there, it was early. I was in the standing room only section. I didn't feel like standing. I was in the back sitting down. Next thing I know, it's packed. So now they're about to start the show. I'm trying to get to this one to tell her to come do it the classy way. Come on stage. She reach up to Raheem, pull her on the stage with a hand. She popping her fan. They starting with the line dancing, and in the middle of City Winery, where it's already sold out. Everybody is table shoulder to shoulder, knee to knee. She leads the line dance for Boots on the Ground.
Boots on the Ground, and Tamia. Can't get enough.
And he played Jerusalem.
And Like Candy.
And Like Candy, so everybody's doing the regular old electric slide.
So, yeah.
So now my sister Nelly is famous with her fan.
Yes.
And now.
And my whistle.
And her whistle.
I have my tools out.
And now I'm challenged with being told she needs to be on stage at 5 when he starts.
She's amazing.
Turns out it was 6.
For pulling this off.
She needs to be there.
She pulled it off.
But how are we getting her in? Because as much as he says she needs it, he didn't put her on the list.
Now, you know what, Active? I'm going to get you for that one. Because how you like what?
Because it was a last minute.
I know.
Because Active is doing so much. He just came back to Philly on Saturday.
Shout out to Active, though. Shout out to Active for thinking about little old me.
Yeah, you got to stay ready. That's right, Akiba. You got to stay ready. And
did.
Because she was ready.
I was ready.
When they opened up the Chill Vibes experience at the Roots Picnic, first it's supposed to start at 5, which worked for me, kind of, sort of, except Pusha T and 2 Chainz and Black Thought was doing the mixtape at 4:45. Yeah. So I'm over here trying to make sure Nelly cool, make sure she get with the right people, but I'm watching my watch because I'm like, if I miss Tawheed, if I miss Titty Boy, I'm going to be pissed. So I went to go find somebody, and they were like, 2 Chainz is on. Like, she got a sticker. I'm out.
I was good.
I'm out. Stay ready. So I got to see 2 Chainz, but I didn't get to see him the way I wanted to see him, to ask him if he remembered about when we all went to dinner at Dell State. I got to see Pusha T. I was in my element. If you know anything about me, I am a 32-year-old D-boy in my mind. So the trap of all type that's my music.
Oh God.
I got a playlist in my phone called the Coke Boys. It got French Montana, Pusha T, the entire Griselda, Beanie Siegel, you name it. So once I got Nelly in, and this is how we was going to get her in. What up, Wish? Shout out to Johnny Wishbone.
Hey, brother.
Secret producer extraordinaire for every show.
Manager. Producer / manager for every show.
The way I got her in was, I gave her this sticker to get in, but I also put her in the car with us because you're going to try to come in through the compound.
I know how to put my head down and don't.
Right. We knew that wasn't going to work, but we once she got in, she was in. Mm-hmm. The picnic, people had their challenges and their complaints. This was your first one?
No.
Okay, it wasn't your first one.
It's my third, I believe.
But this is your first one actually.
This is my first one
on the stage.
On an Irize level.
And everybody's social
DJ
media.
Level.
All up in everybody's social media with the fans.
Oh my, I met
probably
so many
on the
people
news.
from
What up,
out of
Elle?
town. So many people. Shout out to the people that got my information at the brunch as well as at the picnic. People that were stopping me after I got off the stage. Like, aren't you the girl that was just on stage? Aren't you? Like, it was... Yesterday's price is not today's price, people. That's all I'm saying.
I had to remind her, like, you have to let them know it's not just you're the girl with the fan. You have whole Nelly Yoga Fitness. You are an entrepreneur. There's a bunch of things you do that these people
wear a lot of hats.
May be able to utilize your services.
I met some awesome people, Rise. Like, I made a post. I don't know if you saw it earlier, but I
saw it.
A little emotional, but I gotta give my flowers to my people. Now, you understand what I'm saying? So I'm a person that's filled with gratitude. I believe in expressing that to the people that need to hear it. So even in person, I'm still going to say it on live, on air. I appreciate this lady. She's been
telling me she appreciated me for the longest.
She's a Gemini. So to her, it's like, come on with all the mushy shit. Like, just.
It's not even that. It's just that it's second nature to me. If I'm able to do something for somebody, I got you. Unless I don't fuck with you like that, and I'm gonna make it known I don't fuck with you like that. I could do it, but I'm not going to.
So, but I know, but to know you and to know that you did that for me, to know that Active fucks with me like that, to know that I had that opportunity that people don't just get on a like wake up and get up and be out here like that's unheard of, but it isn't anymore because it happened to me. I'm just grateful. It was so awesome. I was so nervous at first. Once I got on that stage.
Me. It's funny because now I'm feeling bad because she was like, oh my God, the nerves kicked in.
It just got real.
I'm over here on live and I'm like, it's your birthday. It's your birthday. Bad bitch, can I test you? I'm looking at my text like, oh, she nervous. She need me. But
yeah, nope. I was
2
fine.
Chainz on stage.
Nope,
I'm glad she was fine because I am
not.
One thing I was not about to do was make it back.
Now, what I did feel bad for, because I never want to be that friend, but this was my first experience with the behind the scenes stuff and just trying to be in rooms where I know I don't have a pass to be. I felt like I was getting on her nerves because every time I lost her, I was just like, what do you want me to do? Where do you want me to meet you at? Where should I be? And what should I do? I don't want to move around too much and then I get put out of the whole fucking picnic.
Because once you put out,
you're not getting back in. So I'm like, I just got to play it low key and move around.
You would have never gotten put out of the picnic, but you definitely would have gotten put out of the VIP spaces as we did.
We did.
Shout out to the Man Music Center and their staff. But fuck you to the bitch that was doing
that
the
bitch
most
that chased us down
with your fucking high-end
top
minimum
flight
wage
security.
job.
I wish I had got her name. I should have got your
name.
name.
So we're coming in with talent, and they're like, no, they're cool. They're with us. She was like, no, I'm their boss. If they say, because I don't want to get in trouble, we're like, we're with the talent. Who you gonna get in trouble with?
Who you gonna get in trouble with?
Who you get in trouble with?
We got press passes. We good to go. We are with the talent right now. It's not like we came in after them. We're literally walking in with them.
So here's the secret about the Roots picnic, though. Here's the secret about the press passes. The picnic is one of those things where whatever pass you have on Saturday, it's not going to work the same way Sunday.
Right.
Because Sunday is always going to be the better day with the better headliner. So, or it's going to work up until a certain point. Mm-hmm. And usually once the Roots take the stage, your passes ain't worth shit. You might as well just ball it up and put it in the trash because whatever pass you had, you're no longer getting that pass. And that's kind of what happened. By the time she shimmied over with Active, now mind you, because I know I can be good, I wanted her to get where she had to get.
And I got in.
But she ended up back. She's like, I'm in a room with food. And I was like, I don't even know where you are. And I don't even know how to get to you.
Shared a bathroom by accident. Well, not shared it at the same time. But when I came out, Black Thought went in. And I know it was him. Because he literally walked right past me right before he went on stage.
Right. So she
I had moments like
she had
that,
the book
people.
that I needed to get signed. I could have got it signed.
Had I known.
Had she known.
Had I known, I'd have been like, sorry, excuse me.
Yeah, there was
and I would have had the name drop. I ain't gonna bullshit you.
Was that like 40 minutes? There was a good 40 minutes where she missed. So the Roots did Do You Want More? It's the 30th
I missed Dave
year
Chappelle coming on stage.
And I missed that going to find her.
Yeah.
And
I did see Lenny though.
I saw Lenny perform. I didn't see Lenny in person. I wanted to say to another Gemini, and I wanted to reach out and touch Lenny, but that didn't happen.
Oh, I wanted to touch his butt.
I didn't want to touch his butt.
That little butt. Shout out to Lenny Kravitz and his little body.
Shout out to Lenny Kravitz because he killed that shit. Who else did you get to see and really enjoy?
So who else? Kate Renata. I didn't
get to see Kate Renata.
I did have a good time with Kate. I really didn't get to see. I didn't care about. I saw Meek. That was the highlight of the night.
But I was like, I need to get out of here before they do Dreams and Nightmares.
She almost left me, people, but I called. I was like,
I was like, I'm out of here because I saw Meek. Now at this point, when he was coming to take the stage,
my family was there, but still,
I saw him. He came out on dirt bikes, of course. Mm-hmm. You're in the park already,
right?
As soon as I seen going in the back, I said, "Up, that's Meek. Let me get into position to watch the show from the standing room spot where I could get." But I couldn't get to the front like last year. And that kind of, that pissed me off. That pissed me off mostly when 2 Chainz and Pusha was on stage because that is what I was there for.
Yeah.
So that kind of annoyed me. Yeah. But Meek killed it.
He did.
In his city. I like the shout out to Meek.
I like that for him.
The energy was there. I mean, the older people left. The older people didn't give a damn about Meek Mill.
And they probably were scared.
They probably didn't want to hear Dreams and Nightmare no more times, never.
No,
and they probably were nervous that it was going to come with some gunfire on Parkside afterwards. But it did not.
It
didn't. The Roots picnic is always an affair.
I don't think that we had. I mean, if there were any incidents, they were isolated and we didn't hear about it. We would have heard about
them. There were no incidents.
And that was awesome. Shout out to them.
It was awesome. It was a very good.
So on that note, the security did their fucking job. Like, I just feel like nothing happened. Nobody even, like, it was no way for anything to happen. Security was tight. They wasn't fucking playing with us.
I know. Now I'm starting to hear, like, well, who did I see on Sunday? Because I was so hype about them. I don't even remember who else was there.
Escape, Jagged Edge.
Oh, yeah, I missed all the R&B.
I missed everybody.
Not Escape.
Not Escape. Total.
Look,
Jagged
I forgot Edge. Keisha, Kima, and Pam was there. Because I definitely wanted to see them.
They were there.
I wanted to hear some. I want to know what they got to say about Diddy. Because my cousins,
shout out to BJ and Karen, they came and I let them know what stage I was going to be on when I knew ahead of time. But they were doing what you were doing. Like, and I didn't pay for a ticket. So I'm not mad at anybody that's like, bitch, I'm going to see a little bit of you. But I got to go over here to see who I came to see. So listen, I didn't care.
I heard Jagged. I remember hearing them sing Let's Get Married. Mm-hmm. And I was cool on that anyway. But I do remember
Tim's,
in the rain.
I saw that
was Saturday.
Oh, that was Saturday. Okay.
That was Saturday because I did see Tim's.
When was Glorilla there? Was she Sunday?
Saturday.
Oh, so everybody, Lotto, Glorilla, and all of them was Saturday.
Lotto was the finale on Saturday was Lotto on one stage and Maxwell on another. They actually were kind of like competing for time.
Got it.
I left the sanctity of backstage, the compound, to go see Big Glow. And by the time my feet got in the mud, I did wear shoes that I knew could get dirty. I was like, I'm over it.
Those are her Roots. Like, those are the official Roots picnic sneakers.
I wore those on Sunday. On Saturday, I wore a different pair of sneakers that can now be the official sneakers. But like, I went out there. I realized I was in the mud, and I couldn't do my Glorilla dance the way she do. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the back and watch her on the screen. So I did watch Tim's, and I watched Glow. Glow actually killed it, and I was so excited to see her and so proud of her because
her hair was doing the damn thing.
Everything was on point.
Her hair was taller than her.
Yeah, she definitely had some like 80s, 90s hair popping.
Okay, Glow.
So that was decent. Tim's was amazing. I've seen Tim's a couple of times.
I haven't seen Tim's yet, but I'm a huge fan.
And she's an awesome performer. Like the vocal might be on. Oh, you know?
Do you know? And this is the funny part. Before I knew who Tim's was, I thought Tim's was a boy.
Because one of her first single. Well, first of all, she sings. I think that's the alto.
But in the video, I don't think she was in it or something. It was something.
The first single she did with a boy, a man. So
and I thought she was a boy the whole time.
Kid and Tim's.
Yep.
So everybody thought she was the boy.
Essence, was it?
Essence, yes.
Essence, and I thought it was a boy until I was like, oh. Okay.
Shout out to Tim's for either getting a stylist or just reaching that next level. Because the first time I saw her had to be a powerhouse a couple years ago, and I was just like, this child needs a stylist. Not that she needed a stylist,
but something.
But you could tell she was new in her career.
Yeah.
Shout out to her for fixing all of that.
Hey, that's what money gets you.
Yeah. Shout out to I think it's El Mean is how he pronounces his name. He's an R&B singer. He was on stage Saturday. Microphone was on. Young boy, 23,
really?
He can blow.
Well, I'm gonna have to look him up.
Mike was on. He endured the rain. I did not endure the rain. I watched him from the sanctity of the tent.
I dig that. I'm gonna have to look him up.
Oh yeah, look him up. He was awesome. And yeah, I had a good time. You know what? So the picnic for me, because I saw people complaining, like, don't nobody from Philly go to Roots Picnic anyway.
Yes, we do.
And I was like, that's not true. People, the whole picnic thing, people go to the picnic if they're into music, if they're into festivals. Mm-hmm. If you're not into music or festivals,
it ain't for you.
It ain't for you because you're gonna be mad about something.
Yeah.
I bought me and my bestie 2 double shots of a reposado.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a
little
shot.
First of all, this is the first year that
ridiculous.
This is the first year that it was not open bar in the compound. I'm guessing that was in the artist compound. So I'm fine with paying for stuff.
But goddamn,
when I went to go tap my phone and that shit said $99.54
for 2 double shots,
then they asked me did I want a tip. Fuck
no. Nobody got a tip on me yesterday.
I could pour my own fucking drink for $99.54.
I even bought the shaker cup, the souvenir shaker cup.
We're talking about the picnic, Sid.
Nobody is getting a tip. With all that y'all are charging, the tip is a pit bull that wears Jordans can't fucking no.
A pit bull that wears Jordans still can't dunk. I just know
a man who sleeps on the floor can't fall out of bed. Okay?
Yeah, everything was so high that when my bestie's boyfriend kept asking me, you want something? My answer was no. I don't want y'all spending no more money on me, even though it is my birthday and we celebrating. No, absolutely not. So shout out to Live Nation and the venues for getting y'all money that way, because y'all definitely food was average. I did have a crab turkey burger that was $20. It was worth the $20. But
I looked at a couple slices of pizza that people had, and I was just like, "What in the Elios?"
Yeah, for $10 each.
What the hell,
Some of it was good, but yeah. So that was our weekend in a nutshell, I guess.
Pretty much.
Like it was roots. Oh,
everybody is coming at me about this line dance stuff, y'all. I got line dance class tomorrow,
so y'all better be there. The way y'all be harassing her out about it.
It's gonna be at the big house in the backyard tomorrow, 6 to 9. It's $10 to get in. Pull up on me, because I'm tired of people trying to lock me down at parties and cookouts and all that. No.
Yes, because my sister was in the building and she was like, shout out to my sister Kim, my bro Nate's wife. She was like, I need her. Because Kim is videotaping people's feet. Talk about something. If I videotape their feet, I can learn the line dance. No. She teaches line dance. I'm going to link the two of y'all together.
Because my feet will switch up.
And Kim is a makeup artist, so y'all could probably barter and trade some services.
And I've never had this face beat Kim, so please, I'm a natural girl. I really don't even, I don't know. I'm a tomboy.
So for me, the picnic is about reconnecting with friends and family and making new contacts.
It was a vibe.
Shout out to director Devin Hampton. He came up from Maryland. That is my bro. I work for him often, and he's the one who actually got me the pass to get Nelly into the picnic, because
shout out to Devin. I pray that Devin finds his bag. Whoever fucking took his bag,
I gotta reach out to him to see
give it back,
to see the results on that today, to see if
because he just looked like he was so sick. Like, I pray he found his bag. Who was the guy who came up to us and was like, I'm not following y'all I'm not following y'all podcast, when we were walking in with Laia, remember? And then we walked past him, and then she stopped and hugged him when we were coming in.
She asking somebody that drink all the time. Tall, older gentleman.
Yeah, he was like, I'm not following y'all, but he really was. He was just letting us know.
I honestly don't remember who that was.
But he was somebody.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was.
Whoever he is, he's somebody.
But I'll shout out the people I do remember. My brother Neutron Entertainment. I got to see Newt. Newt came outside. It's always a pleasure to see him. Again, I saw QDZ, Quincy Harris.
Yeah, I saw that picture.
Tariq
awesome.
Trotter, Black Thought, Dice Raw, always a pleasure.
I saw my cousin Larry in a bunch of pictures with people. Like he is the plug.
Well, Larry's
too.
in everything. Shout out to my bro Larry Tan,
like,
because
what the hell, bro?
Larry always, when I see him, we always share. Larry bought me, I think, my food on Saturday. He was like,
I need Larry to run into me at these events.
I was like, yep,
so
sure
that
do.
I
I'll take
get
a po' boy.
clearance.
So yeah, Larry and my brother P Funk, they're always together. They're like freaking fat frack.
Yes.
Tariq Wallace was there.
Everybody.
Trigger Troy was there.
Shout out Tariq. That's my bro. He had me harassing people with my fan at the brunch.
Yes. It's funny because people kept saying, I saw you in this picture. You're like the only girl in this picture with all these important people. And I was like, what important people? So like it was in the picture with Black Thought and Tariq Wallace. I was like, oh, bro, homie, cousin, friend. Got you. So that's what the picnic is for me. It's just a time for me to reconnect.
Crazy thing is, I be knowing the same
friends.
people she know. I just don't know them on the level that she knows them, but they know me. I know them just from being in the rooms with these people.
I don't know them on the level that I know them. I'm just in the right places at the right times at all times, and I'm always.
So even when we went out, she was like, "Oh, you know, and you know,
daughter, work. Yes, mom, work.
Yeah,
I'll work."
Because a smile goes a long way. When you go in these venues and you just come out to have a good time, I end up meeting awesome people because I always come out with good vibes, good energy, and I just come out with the intention of meeting new and awesome people, and that's what I've been doing.
So
shout out to Anke Day real quick. We got a movie coming out. I'm playing.
She finished the edits.
I think they're working all that other stuff out, but we're supposed to be wrapping this up by the summertime. Our movie premiere should be coming up, hopefully by the fall at least. But I'm playing Miss Grant in 25 Years for Nothing, the Emmanuel Mannix Brown story. Shout out to Aunt KD. Shout out to EA. Shout out to Mr. Brown. I'm excited. I'm just excited about 2025. Like, first of all,
what line dancing does she teach you?
I teach everything, Mom.
She's silver sneaker certified.
Yes, I teach everything. And most of the people that come to my class are your mom's age.
That's because
I call myself the old lady whisperer.
Yeah, she goes to the senior center every Tuesday and Friday, and they get their line dancing on.
And I've had people that are pleasantly surprised, Mama, by the way that I can modify for people. So if it's a bunch of turns in this line dance and too many steps, we're going to break it down. If it's 4 steps, let's make it 2. If it's a turn, let's make it none. And then as long as you meet me back at the destination where we need to be at when we turn, and that's it, and that's all.
My mama don't need no help. Listen.
She
looking for the other people. She trying to get them sisters in order because they be stepping on her.
Come on, mother.
So to switch gears a little bit, still sticking with entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
I told you I didn't want to, but I'm so invested.
Mm-hmm.
And now you mentioning Total being there made me say, like, there's people I want to ask this
questions. So many questions.
Diddy fucking trial. We are in week 4 now. They just wrapped up week 3. We're moving into week 4. Mm-hmm. They're saying that the trial's supposed to be over by the 4th of July.
I don't think so.
It's just so much stuff, y'all. I was catching Nelly up on it in the car because Friday, his former assistant, who's listed as Mia, was cross-examined. She was examined on, she gave her testimony and all that on Thursday. Friday, she was cross-examined. And they were just trying to set up this whole, again, they focus a lot on the Cassie abuse because everything that people did to cover up the abuse is what's going to get them the conviction on the record.
But why is he the only one? Okay, so where are these other people that need to be convicted?
Because when there's a RICO charge, you go after the big fish. What up, T-Plant? You go after the big fish. And once you start, if there's any hint that you're going to go after somebody else, that's how you get them to turn on the big fish. So right now, Diddy's stance is all of these sexual encounters were consensual. So all the people that want to be like, oh, he didn't, he couldn't, he wouldn't. Yes, he liked for men to ejaculate on Cassie, for him to then smear their semen on him. Weird shit.
On him?
Weird shit. Okay, I know a bunch
of.
So
that's like gay without being gay. Like, I like semen on me, but I just
all the gay people I know, they keep saying, "Nigga, if you gay, just be gay.
Just like, be gay."
Like being gay adjacent is crazy.
Like, why do you have to like demean me because you're mad that you're gay?
And this is what it's seeming like for me.
You don't have to do that to me.
It's seeming
as
like
a woman
because he's wrestling
with his sexuality,
his own sexuality.
Come on,
that
Diddy.
He had to demean these women.
Take that.
So Mia testified that she had also been sexually assaulted.
I believe
the first time on his birthday. He kissed her without warning or want.
That's probably why Trump he might pardon him, because Trump might have been at that white party too.
Well, he has to get convicted first.
And he grabs bitches by the pussy
He
the time.
He has to get convicted first, and I think for Trump is going to be what he gets convicted of and how much the RICO sticks. So everybody's like, well, why they keep talking so much on his sexual prowess and proclivity? Like what people do in their private
when you use
is their private.
When you use sex as a form of power or
coercion,
then
coercion is
there
the
was
word of the
something
week. I had to
it's
teach
not
people.
consensual at this point.
Let me tell you something.
If a person is fearful of saying no based on the consequences, this is not consensual anymore.
It is now coercion, and that leads to the RICO.
There we go.
He had a former stylist, Deontay, who testified that he did commit crimes on behalf of Puff, just like his former assistant Capricorn.
So what do you do with these people? So
who was blackballed who was blackballed in the industry. My mom's talking about, thank God you didn't get the job as his assistant. I want to know where Farnsworth Bentley is and what he got to say.
First of all, if she did, Mom, trust and believe. These guns, we would have heard about Diddy getting beat the hell up.
No.
Diddy just got punched in the eye by his assistant.
I don't know about that. See, here's the thing.
You think he would have coerced you into some shit?
My friends said it to me at Ditch Day. They said, well, he wouldn't have been able to get you to do that. And I said, I don't know, because that's my boss. And when I went to get the job at the time, I was late 20s.
That's real talk.
I was late 20s.
You were still young.
Late 20s with a child. So all I'm thinking is,
I need this job.
This job is about to end. I need money, and I'm used to working around a certain type of people. Wow. I want to stay in this industry.
What he thrived off of.
That
is people that he knew needed him.
It's not even needed him. It's people who are used to a certain thing, and they don't want it to leave. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. I can never buy a ticket to the Roots Picnic ever again at this point. I'm so spoiled by having the access.
As you should.
And I bought General Admission tickets because my whole thing is about the access.
But General Admission ain't General Admission no more.
Right.
Shout out to the Roots Picnic. Yesterday's price is not today's price anymore. And every year it goes up.
So had I gotten the job, I don't know what I would have done to keep my job.
But that's real
with
talk,
a small
though.
child. And I probably then left my home in Philadelphia to move to an expensive ass apartment in New York to make my job work.
That's right.
There's certain things that definitely would not have happened. I would have lost my job sooner for sure, because I'm definitely not about to stand there while you body slam no bitch, because he's not that big to me.
Right.
He ain't that tough to me. And I would have said something.
You're not going nut on me, have a nigga nut on me and then smear his nut on you. Nigga, I'm out.
I mean, no, he didn't do that to his assistants. He did that to his girl.
You want some other shit.
And the assistants didn't know that part, but they watched her get her ass beat all the time.
Yeah, no, I'm not watching that.
It's a lot of...
I can't even, physically, real shit. And I've been in situations where it be a motherfucker I don't even know. I can't, I'm sorry. I can't, either I gotta leave, but it's no way I'm gonna sit here and watch it. So if I'm gonna stay here, I'm gonna step in. Outside of that, I gotta go. Because if I know I can't do nothing about this, I don't want to sit here and look at this. I can't do it. The crybaby gangster in me, bitch, I'm gonna shoot you in your pinky toe. You better leave that girl alone.
And that's what most people were saying. They were saying that the reality is, he was powerful. His former assistant Capricorn, Capricorn Bryan, I think her name is. She has not worked in the industry since he fired her.
Diddy? Wow.
Since he fired her.
Did he blackball her?
He pretty much blackballed her. She knew too much.
Wow.
She was the one that showed up at her house with a gun and was like, get out of bed, we going to Cuddy's house. She said, Puff, I don't want to go to Cuddy's house. This motherfucker cocked the gun. Get out of bed. He was paying for her house, or he gave her a house to stay in. See, this is what I mean.
See, that's power right there.
That's power. This is how people, this is how the dynamic works. This is how people
So, of course, I'm going to go on
up.
social media, because they were saying the girl, Mia, was posting all these sweet nothings and all these positive things about Diddy on his social media.
Right, after being assaulted.
But why would you do that if you were assaulted? Because that was her fucking job.
She said she wanted to keep up the front. She said working with him,
That's her job.
There were highs and lows. It's not your job to praise your boss. Well, that wasn't her job.
Maybe.
But she wanted everything
Diddy,
to seem...
No. He was a narcissist.
She said not even that. She wanted things to seem normal.
Okay.
You can't be mad at your boss and being sexually assaulted and posting stuff like, this nigga today.
Right.
People are going to question that.
Who are you talking about?
He's going to question that.
Right.
And she would have lost her job a lot sooner.
Yeah.
But she talked about getting suspended several times. She laid out the wrong gym clothes. He mad.
That's crazy.
So
imagine
so you're
how
suspended from work without
little
pay.
things was
You're running and hiding, watching him beat people up. Now you're suspended.
You're a person
without
working
pay.
on eggshells. You're on eggshells. You don't know what to do because you know this person is gonna. First of all, he's made an example out of other people in front of you. Even if he never physically abused her, but in beating her up. But she said he raped her.
I need to hear from Farnsworth Bentley because he is the only assistant that was doing the most.
The most. I feel like he was his lover on the law, and I'm sorry for saying it. And I'm sorry if it's an assassination of character.
Maybe he signed a crazy NDA. But that might be. Farnsworth is happily married now.
Was by his side
carrying umbrellas for the nigga in the sun and the rain.
You did not see Diddy without Farns. But maybe Farns found out some shit and then all of a sudden Farns just dropped off. You haven't seen, but so where is Farns?
There is no all of a sudden. He's happily married.
So is he?
He's reappeared a couple times, but he's always been on the low and under the radar, which got me wondering, could what they're saying really be true? Maybe his NDA was lengthy. And maybe his payout was healthy.
He had to.
Know a lot.
He was just too.
He had to know a lot.
Around and accessible and available for he was like his right hand umbrella carrier.
Yeah, it's crazy. So the trial is very disheartening. But I'm gonna move on from sad stuff during Gemini season.
Yes, this is the second day of Irize.
The second day of Irize.
We outside.
Join the whole Glockaware family for the showcase on my actual birthday on the 12th.
At Limitless, right?
Club Limitless up there, 4235 Germantown Avenue.
That's right.
Yes.
It's going down.
Paulie B going to be DJing.
It's going down.
If you want to perform, you can just DM at Glockaware.
And y'all better hurry up.
Not y'all better
hurry up. What you waiting on?
They have sections available if you want to bring your crew through. It's going to be some $5 drink specials. It's $20 at the door. $20. Don't bring no bullshit. The cover.
I know, but I'm saying, come on, people. What's
$20?
First of all,
it's funny that you say that. What's $20?
No, because I know you work the door.
Because I work the door for a bunch of people, a bunch of clubs.
And people be
let me tell you what $20 is.
If you get there after midnight and say what's $20, kill yourself and go home.
$20 is the price, is what it is. And I need y'all YNs to stop coming out with no money, all Balenciaga head to toe, but don't want to pay $20 to get into the bashment. You don't want to pay $20 to watch the girls whine the hip. So if you don't want to pay $20, you definitely don't even have $20 for the drink that you need to buy.
You ain't even the type of person I want to dance with. I'm not shaking my ass on you. And you couldn't pay $20 to get in. If you don't go and get
that shit burns me up.
Go and get
every time I work the door. As soon as somebody come with a story, I just be like,
shout out to the dude that bought me drinks at International Bounce, and I swear I didn't mean it because I was already drinking, but I literally took my drink and walked off and lost them. That's a shame. But shout out to you, whoever you are.
Sounds like that was her plan. So yes, we are going to be at the showcase on June 12th. Today is the second day of my birthday, and we are going to be at Somo.
Yes, we are.
I'm tired, y'all. I ain't going to hold y'all.
She can't be tired. It's the 12 days of Irize. So we got 12 days of fuckery to do.
I was at work at 7 a.m. this morning.
We got 12 days
and I got to be at work at 7 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah, all right. So tomorrow, what's the plan? Because I got class. I have phlebotomy class in the morning.
I got to work tomorrow.
And then I have my line dance class after that. But then Wednesday, so y'all better pull up on my line dance class. I'm not gonna keep telling y'all.
No, where's the line dance class?
So it's check my flyer on my Instagram, okay? Because I don't want to say the wrong address. I think it's 690 Cypress Avenue in Yaden at the big house at the backyard. Go on my Instagram, Nelly_yoga_fitness, and you can check the flyer out. All right, pull up on me. It's only $10.
Yes.
Margaritas, tacos, light refreshments, you know what I mean? And you're going to learn the dances and you're going to be pleasantly surprised. But so Tuesday's a scratch. We're going to scratch Tuesday. But Wednesday.
I kept telling everybody yesterday.
It's going to be 90 degrees on Wednesday.
I kept telling everybody yesterday I was a walking zombie vampire because, like I said, I got in at 2. I was asleep by 2, but out the house by 7:30 on Sunday.
Yeah.
And then I was out all day. I actually did. What time did
You're
I
on
come home
autopilot.
last night? Last night I was almost home by 11 o'clock news. I was home by 11 something. I didn't get quite settled in until 12:31. but I was up and made it to work on time today. And I think that's why I'm tired now. So I might not shut down Chill Vibes. I mean, Slow Mo Cool Mondays today. I don't know.
We gonna show up, but we might not shut it
because
down.
this is the first time in a couple of weeks that my bro Active is spinning.
We missed you,
but
Active,
shout out
but
to,
Soul Party Rocker.
Soul, DJ Soul for holding it down. He's always holding it down. That is another one of my faves.
I love him. I met him at Champagne's years ago. And when I met him again at Somo, I had to tell him, I said, yo, he's the type of DJ where if you think you going and you gonna sit down, you're not.
I love those DJs. I think all DJs Active, should be like that.
Wishbone, Nate, like we know DJ Paulie, like we know Weird Nasty, like yo, we just know DJs that DJ Poojies, like the list, Wax Spinner, like come on, people. Yeah. We are around some of the dopest DJs, illest DJs, well, 2K and Shab. Shout out to them.
I always tell people, New York, I get it. That's where hip hop started. Y'all can have the MCs if y'all want. Although Black Thought is arguably top 5 that are alive, top 3, honestly.
Yep.
That are alive, and he's from Philly.
Yes, indeed.
But I tell people all the time, I will put any Philly DJ over anybody, anywhere, any day.
That's why we always have the DJ
anywhere,
picnic, the
anytime.
You know what I mean?
I'm riding with a Philly DJ.
But we don't have a date for that yet, I don't think. But that's
I'm also very hard on DJs. I know Soul be sick of me because I be standing next to him. And I understand when the transition is off. The people might not know. I know. I be looking at him like, bro, what the fuck was that? Why is you playing that?
Yep. No.
What's too far for you, Mom? Oh, Yaten. For a line dance
Yaten is too far, but that's okay, Mom.
She live in Bucks County.
Oh, my God, Mom.
She definitely not going to travel through the city to Delco for that.
Yeah, no, that's too far. But I might have to get my weight up and come to you. How about that? I can come to you, Mama, or we can meet halfway.
Arrange it for her to teach at the center, the senior center on a Tuesday or Friday.
I'll be there. I'll give you everything you're looking for, Mama.
I'm trying to think. What else we got coming up? I don't know. I'm so hyped about
walk. The Fly Walk with Lucci.
Yeah, the Fly Walk. I knew it was something else.
Yeah, you make sure you follow her at Lucci Totes, LOUCHIETOTE.
Yes.
As well as on Authentic Philosophies, and she is also a fly girl. That flyer is posted everywhere. It's a fly walk. It's different locations, so you got to make sure that y'all check in with her with that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna repost that also. So stay tuned to my social media and the Over a Drink social media as well.
Man.
We
out here moving and shaking like people at Glockenware is doing stuff.
It's about to be summer. She's talking about something. It's gonna be hot on Wednesday.
Hot. I already put my request in for LaWanda. Thank her for checking in. She has a pool, and I said I want to be sexy in my baby suit at this pool on Wednesday.
She has a pool at her house.
Yes.
Yeah. So Wednesday, my daughter has an art show. Shout out to the young budding artists over at String Theory Performing Arts Charter School. She has an art show after school. So
I met a curator at the art museum who has something to do with, like, if she ever wanted to have like her own independent art show, she literally could have it at the art museum. Me and Lucci met one of the curators.
Oh, that's interesting. I'm gonna have to look into that.
So awesome.
I'm gonna definitely have to look into that.
And they do it all the time. They even said that we can go live and do our podcast from the art museum.
Oh yeah, I know the art museum has a wealth and plethora of opportunities for many things. They throw parties on Fridays.
I haven't been there yet.
Trying to get the younger people to come out.
Have you been there yet?
I've been a couple times. It's a good time. It's a good vibe. I will say that it's a good happy hour mixer.
Yeah.
A very diverse crowd. A lot of young people like coming out. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. You would be surprised at the people that are really into art, or the people that aren't into art, but they're trying
something new.
And I commend them.
And
for
I
that.
love that for people.
You know what I mean? Especially us Black and brown people. We need to get out there and be involved in the arts.
Yep.
The city.
I love art. But
the city of Philadelphia, if you are an artist, actually has money for you.
Yes.
They have money for you.
You got to teach me something.
They have money for you.
Denim jackets. I be painting pocketbooks and sneakers.
My best
and
friend, the panel that she did on Friday was co-hosted with I think his name is Ime. I'm not sure of his exact title. I think he's like the arts and cultural director of Philadelphia.
Ooh.
He has money, especially for young Black and brown people. They have money. So I need everybody that's into the arts, whether it's radio, TV, film, design, production, whatever, visual,
Yep.
Video, audio, all of that. The city has money for you. You need to tap into these resources.
Yeah.
Rec Philly has great programs
I heard of
for
them.
people.
Yeah.
Shit. Pop by the G Shop, talk to Toucan.
Pop up at the G Shop.
You can have a show. We got some slots open. You can have a show like ours.
Yep.
Arts.
I just told a guest that came
that way
on
you,
my
that
show,
way you can
like,
get involved in the arts, and then you can go to the city and say,
you don't
hey,
gotta
this is what
reinvent
I'm
the
doing.
wheel.
This is what I'm doing, and I need money for this and money for that.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot going on. I'm just trying to ride the Gemini season wave. Today is the second day of my birthday.
I'm a Cancer, but I'm riding the shit out of this Gemini wave.
The only day of my sister Robin. It's her birthday.
Happy birthday,
my
Robin.
brother Skills. It's his
Happy birthday, Skills.
Mad Skills. It is his birthday today. There's a bunch of celebrities' birthdays today also that I posted that on my social media. I just be doing that for fodder. So people whose birthday it is, they like, oh, wow, this dope ass person shares a birthday with me. I really don't care nothing about that till June 12th. And every year when I start this whole Gemini season and I try to ride hard for all the Geminis, I get over it by like the third day of Gemini. I'll be like, when the fuck is my birthday?
Because we go
just waiting
hard.
For my birthday.
We go hard, and it's like exhausting. If you think about 12 days,
hold up, what,
that's
Akiba?
a lot to really try to keep
12
up with.
days is only a lot when you're turning 50.
Yeah, it is. We seasoned women out here. You're only 5 years older than me. Like, this is hard to do. It's hard to keep up with.
Tired.
Listen, so shout out to me, who is living her best life. I joined a carnival group. And Irize knows how much I am Jamaican. I identify as
She identifies Caribbean.
I identify as
She don't know what island nation she's from.
I don't know. Well, me do know something. Like I'm from St. Lucia by way of some stuff. And
I represented St. Lucia last year.
Virgin Islands, or I don't know. I'm around. All right. So listen. I joined a carnival group. Shout out to the Chaos Carnival Mass Band. We are going to be in Baltimore the weekend of my birthday. I think my birthday is Friday. We're going to be in Baltimore from the 11th, 12th to 13th July.
It's
in
Carnival.
Baltimore. And it's Carnival. And this girl is going to be in all the pomp and the circumstance, the feathers and the rhinestones. Pull up on me. Make sure y'all come through and support the Carnival Mass Band, the Chaos Carnival Mass Band. That's my new family. Well, they're not new to me, but I'm new to the group.
You know, it's funny. I think a couple of my neighbors that I grew up with, I think that's the crew that they down with.
Chaos.
I want to say
KAOS.
Yeah. I'm looking for.
I don't doubt that I'm always gonna run into somebody that she knows because she knows everybody, or everybody knows of her, or she knows of everybody. Even if she doesn't know them personally, she knows everybody.
I already told my nephew. He was the first person I sent when Laia told me she was doing the panel. I sent him the information because my nephew, you know, producer, director, writer, moving into film, moving through the film industry. He's already in the film industry.
How's he doing?
He's doing good. He's getting married next month.
Oh,
my nephew's getting married before me.
Well, good.
Yeah, good for him, for sure.
It's overrated. Did that twice. Over it.
Said it's overrated. Did it twice.
Over it.
Yeah, when and if I ever do it, it's definitely gonna be for one
time. If
I
do it, it's gonna look like Coming to America.
If I do it, it's not gonna look nothing like that. Because at this age, I don't care about the pomp and circumstance.
No, I do.
All that is for other people.
Nope.
I'd rather put all that investment into whatever home.
No, because he's the Prince of Zamunda. We already have investments. We own shit. Clearly. No, and we're not doing no fucking prenup. And if we do, I'm gonna make sure in that prenup is something about.
And here's where we differ, because I think everybody should get a prenup, even broke people. Get a prenup.
But I'm gonna put something in there to make sure what the fuck I get is what I deserve.
Weddings and funerals tear people apart. And
I'm gonna get what I deserve.
You deserve can be measured once you're in the relationship.
And I'm fair with mine. But what you're not gonna do is bump up my lifestyle and think because now we broke up, I'm going to go back. No, I'm not.
That's what alimony is for.
No.
That's what alimony is for.
Give me something.
Alimony is exactly for that. For
Give
the
me
person
something.
who has elevated your lifestyle and now they have left you and you needed to be maintained for X amount of years or until you get married again.
Because I know the type of partner I am. I am a great partner. So I'm going to be your backbone. I'm going to be your wingman, your whatever. I'm going to be all those things, whatever I need to be.
I just need in my contract that we can renegotiate the contract every
5 years.
I'm a little more
3
fickle
years?
than that. Every 3 years.
At 3, because 5 is a lot.
All right, it's 7:00. That is our time. Ack, I'm on my way to Soma.
We on our way, Ack.
Tariq, I'm on my way to Soma.
We on our way, Reek.
Trigger Troy, on my
We
way
on
to
our
Soma.
way, Troy.
I'm gonna try to keep these eyes open. I always get my second win by the time we get to the car.
Yeah, we gonna be there.
I ain't gonna hold you. I get in the car, I put on Glockaware, I hear a song, I be
Put on
like,
some Tark Reason, put some Glockaware on. We good. We good to go. So
Carnival is dope, and my mom went to Carnival in Aruba.